All right, folks. Should be live. Let me know per usual. Hopefully everything looks and sounds all right. Doing Pro Tour Round 2 Bay Hill for the AP Arnold Palmer Invitational. Took yesterday off, so I played a good amount last week, and I was hurting by Friday. But having not swung yesterday, I feel like I'm closer back to like 75%. We'll see how that goes, but as of right now, it feels better, but hopefully we don't aggravate it. Still going to be hitting 3-wood off the deck. Honestly, I'm still afraid to hit driver, but we'll see how it goes. Take our time warming up. Just going to do 18, and then that'll be it. Triple Bogey in the chat. What's up, buddy? LFG. Leprechaun in the chat. That's nice for you to say. Black Cloud. What's going on, buddy? Body's okay. Feels better. I was hurting towards the end of the... I mean, it's still this week, but I played, I think, every day last week, and I was hurting. 75 degrees. Man, it's about 45 here outside, and it feels, I said it the other day, it feels like it's 45 feels like 75. Oh. Triple Bogey, if you're still in there. No Big Dog today. He said he's going to Australia for a few days and was planning on playing outside, which is cool. So I'm out here early on a Saturday instead of the usual 6 p.m. with El Grande Perro. He sent me something the other day. He carried it like 275 or something raw. The other thing I mentioned, or the other thing I wanted to mention was these weeks kind of turn into a blur, but I believe round 1 when I was responding to Mr. GGG's allegations. So I figure I mentioned it at the beginning of that one. That was all 100% not real. But considering we kind of turned heel and played the bad guy for those allegations round 1, I figured we'd do the opposite here, and maybe we don't have to speak kindly of him, but we just won't speak badly of him. Let him eat. Grilling chicken now, making rice. It sounds good, Black Cloud. I haven't been eating the best as of late. So we're going to try. It seems like in terms of feeling worse the next day and whatnot, it feels like I can still step on it a little bit from down here. It's the big extended follow-throughs on like the fuller swing, more power shots. That's where it really hurts. And I think that's what's contributing to it, that extra kind of twisting in rotation. So I think if I try to kind of saw off the finish a little bit, I can still step on it without feeling like I got hit by a truck tomorrow morning. Made some chicken and rice, fried rice. All right, that feels good. That's like a nice, smooth, like 3/4 pitching, or 60 degree. Going right around 50. I don't know if I've watched more than clips all year long so far for between. Definitely haven't watched TGL, and I don't think I've even watched for more than maybe a 5-minute clip of any of the golf yet. I feel like it's the same thing every year. I Masters always starts it. I get really excited for the Masters. That kind of kicks off the season, especially when that's when the weather turns too. So I don't watch much up until then, get really excited for that. Then I watch like all 4 days the best that I can of the Masters because it's just so easy on the website. You can leave like the broadcast on in the background and whatnot. And then I get more into golf kind of watching it throughout the year. I get kind of burnt out in the middle. This is probably why they design it. But then I get excited again for majors. And then towards the end of the season, up until now, I kind of get burnt out again and don't watch a ton. But I don't know if you guys have similar viewing patterns or if you just watch or don't watch all the time. TGL, I just can't do it. I think I haven't watched TGL at all. Waste Management and Pebble Beach. I didn't even watch those, to be honest. I saw some clips. I know Crushing It was there. I don't know. I feel like I get my golf fix by actually doing this and hitting balls. TGL, I was even watching some of the... It was like maybe a 7-10 minute long clip of the highlights. I think what it is for me, one, I just don't love the format. Obviously, the graphics suck. The launch monitors suck. All that. I think there's still too much downtime in between. I've been saying all along what they need to do is alt shot, where they do that alt shot format. They need to have one average Joe on each team and be able to coach him up for a shot and then have to recover from a seemingly not so good shot. That I would watch. And also, I think the biggest thing that as I was watching the clips, it just seems more than usual. They just don't care. You can tell they're like getting paid a good amount of money to like pretend they care, but they just don't. So I feel like the viewer can kind of pick up on that. And if they don't care, I don't really care either. It's kind of how I feel. Scotty's grouping. Glaze over Scotty. I mean, same. Who knows? Who knows with Scotty? If Scotty has he been back? I know for him he like he missed a cut or something. Like that was like a month or two ago. He like missed a cut for like the first time in like 3 years. Has he been like back towards the top of the leaderboard since then or what? Because like right now it's kind of the deciding factor, right? So like if he continues to win, then he's going to get more and more of the conversation of Tiger because it's just sustained. Or he could also be like Brooks Koepka, who was super, super hot for 3-4 years, whatever it was. And then between injuries, whatever else, live, everything else, we haven't seen as much from him. So one or two ways. But that's just going to ramp up. If he keeps winning, the most impressive part, I think, with Scotty over the past couple of years is obviously the majors. But like the past 2 years, he was just like at the top of the leaderboard for everything. Just like regular events, just top of the leaderboard, just super consistent. He didn't miss a cut, he missed a top 10. There was something like 2 months ago Black Cloud he did. Not putting women in the men's TGL. Yeah, Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas. I mean, it's tough. Like, it's tough to keep winning as you get older. Like, those guys are just going to keep getting more and more powerful, more and more flexible. All right. Hit a couple irons. Actually, we'll roll a couple putts just to make sure we're aligned. A couple irons, maybe a couple hybrids, a couple 3-woods, then we'll do it. There's some days where I just feel like I need a longer warm-up than others. 0-0. All right, we're gonna roll with that. That's a good one to start with. One and done. 79-79. I would say I know the most about football, so I'm not by any means a golf historian, but I would think from what I've seen, I think Brooks is still, I would put Brooks at a notch above JT and Spieth. And I think you would put Scotty's either with Brooks, maybe even a notch above. But you know what I'm saying? He could either, like, which is very understandable, have a really good stretch of years and then not just win all the time, or keep going like Tiger and you just have a 10, 15-year run possibly. Rory withdrew with a back injury? Huh. I like having Black Cloud for the. I haven't heard that. I probably wouldn't hear that. I like having Black Cloud for the news updates. I feel like we're still going to be clubbing up here and swing easy for the first maybe 3, 4, 5 holes, and then I have a feeling if I don't do anything dumb, I think distance will keep creeping up. All right. I don't hate that. That one even I could feel I extended probably a little bit too much in the follow through. Trying to feel, sorry about the mouse. Trying to feel as I'm coming back from this using more of my legs to be able to generate kind of the turn and pop at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can tell any difference from how the swing looks, but it definitely feels a good amount different. I like gripping and ripping it with the best of them, but trying to get back to where I can at least play doing more of the Seadrum Flannel Fleetwood, Tommy Fleetwood. At least that's the way it feels. I don't know if it looks that way, but I've been trying to kind of squat a little bit more to dress to kind of engage the legs, take it back, and then when I get to the bottom, kind of feel more of how Big Dog's swing looks, how he's kind of down here and then generates a lot of speed and pop just by using his legs a little bit more. It adds kind of an extra level of timing because you got to sync that up, but definitely an easier way to swing. Feel a little bit too closed on that. It's not a bad strike. It's just I'm starting them right, and they're not really drawing. That's better. All right. See what the hybrid and 3-wood's going to do today. Who's my favorite up-and-comer on tour? Honestly, I couldn't tell you right now, Cowboy, just because I haven't watched, like I was saying, enough this year. I'd have to watch, honestly, probably for a month or two to get kind of the refresh of the names. But if I think back to last year, like Neil Shipley seems like a really good dude. I like watching stuff with him. I don't know how he's doing this year, but that would probably be an up-and-comer, like a lesser-known name that I would say. I watched those the two twins. I think they are brothers. The Cootie, I think his name is. The both last name is Cootie. I think Cooty, maybe something like that. Their grandfather. I had PGA, the PG or Golf Channel on last year, and they were doing the college stuff, and they were both in like the championship, and their grandfather won the Masters back in the day, which was kind of cool. I don't know, again, if he's even playing events, but when using the Score GSPro, can you hook up a camera to get impact vision? No, not really. I'm sure if you really, really wanted to, you could figure something out, but no, nothing that you can like easily set up or buy. I have had that idea though, and I've always said these units have to have the information. They just don't give it to us. Because like if you think about it, it's good enough at 160 mile an hour ball speed to capture those split second frames. I just like they have the frame or close to it when the ball makes contact. They just don't give it to us. Check those dudes out. Yeah, level up, play on tour. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's tougher. You used to know more of the names now, and I've heard pros say that. Like, almost like literally anyone can win, like any given week. So you can have a guy that literally no one's ever heard of come out and just have a really good week. Toe chunk. More of a GSPro integration, more than Square. No, definitely more than a Square Turbo, or definitely more of a Square Turbo, because that's what's capturing everything. GSPro is just displaying it. I mean, it'd be cool if they could work that in to where like they could give you like an extra box somewhere. Would be cool, but you can do that anyways. What launcher am I using? What's up, Zay? Square Golf Launch Monitor. That's what it's called. That's the full name. It's $700, no subscription. Okay, that's a good one. That's a 3 hybrid. Nice smooth swing. I like that. That's what we need. Now, if I can just do that with 3-wood, that's probably going like an extra 10, 15 yards in the air. I was pushing 150 a couple days ago with the 3-wood off the deck. Oh, not that one. Not bad. Better ball speed, but it's kind of low and hooky. It's kind of the same thing. It's running out a lot more, but it's kind of the same thing as the hybrid. I think I'm playing it too far forward. One good one, and then we'll start. I just would rather not be hitting these off the first couple tees. Oh, there we go. That's what we want. Just a low seed, hopefully controllable. If I can do that about, I don't know how many 4s and 5s there are. If I can do that about 15 times, all right. My tournament tab is an absolute mess. Round 2. Seems like they've been making, I haven't been doing a whole lot. This is like the first 2 weeks and probably like 4 months I've done any SGT stuff. But it seems like they tamed down the settings to where I was going through stretches, which was kind of demoralizing. This one I think is probably a T back. Blues up to 69. I don't remember what round 1 was, but it was definitely normal, and 11. Calm win, 5-foot gimme. Like that's pretty tame, which I think it should be. I'm on here trying to play to obviously play, have fun, improve, but some of those settings you get into hard greens, 13 stimp, it's just not that much fun, at least for me. It's definitely a challenge, but it's not fun. All right, Bay Hill, hole 1. We'll hit the flyover just to show you guys, anyone watching. Some long holes at this course. Draw. Not the best balance, almost fell over. It was fine. Decent ball speed, decent shot. It's just kind of lower and thin. Now we've got 211 out of the rough. So we're probably, it's going to be dynamic. I mean, 10%'s up to 230. I don't think it'll be that. But even 5%, another 10 up to 220. Debating, it's definitely not 3-wood. I'm debating hybrid versus 4 iron out of here. It's not going to have much spin. It's going to run, but I also want to carry it to possibly get it over that bunker. So we're going to aim over there, see what happens. Looking forward to watching Tiger win some more majors. And the Bears Club. I don't know if Tiger's going to be winning majors. That'd be crazy if he did. I'm not sure he's a betting favorite at this point, though. Oh, no. Tried to get after it. It's not terrible. That's just a top. All right, 22 out of the roughy rough. We're up to 23. Probably call it 25 pin with the rough. So I want to hit this 20 in the air or so. I think, I don't really want to be short. I think there were, if I remember, some rather nasty greens at this course. 20 yards. $25, sit. Oh! I think that would have missed the flag, but it was close. I wonder that one, if that would have been better off to leave the flag in. Kind of acts as a backboard. All right, now we got slippery putt. Basically 10 down to 9. It's gonna break. I mean, these are the putts you just look at and you keep saying, I don't know if that's enough. We'll try that. I know it's only down 1, but this thing's gonna, these first 2 are just gonna push it super far. I think it may even be more. Let's go. That's a huge putt. That's a huge putt. All right. This one I think I'm going to hit 4. I think we need about 200, 205 in the air. This thing, maybe it'll get there. I should be able to get like 190 out of it. The problem is the hybrid would have to be like a 3/4 hybrid. I don't really love that. We're going to leave it at it because I don't know if this thing's going to draw or fade. Hopefully it's just relatively straight. $186. That thing's got to go. Didn't quite catch it. But maybe able to putt this. I think I am going to putt. It's kind of a crazy putt. I try to do this outside too. Someone that told me when I first started playing that a bad putt is way better than a bad chip. Bad chip, you chunk it and only get like a quarter of the way there, or you blade it and you're in the bunker off the back. Bad putt, maybe you get halfway there, but like this is basically a 51 footer. It's uphill. Go a little bit more. The 1.2 left is really going to push it. This is at sea level, if that's what you're talking about, Leprechaun. This is sea level, but I live basically at sea level, so I prefer playing like this. Sucks for those guys that are around Colorado that it's just where they live, but they're at like 6,000 feet, and then they got to adjust to everything. I may need to simmer. I mashed that. That was like a 75-foot putt, 63. Not ideal. It's technically downhill. That may not be enough again. No! No, I still have to putt it too. Man, I thought that had a chance. That would have been a huge par save. God, these greens suck. All right, 1 over. Let's get it going here. All right, I want no part of that water. So that looks pretty nice over here. Hit it good. You shouldn't have aimed, I guess, that far, but whatever. We got a shot. Pine straw is not that bad. 2-shot hole anyways, at least. 194. This is going to play like the rough. I think it's hybrid over that way. Come on. Oh, we'll take that. Up 9, 11. Probably give it another 5 out of here, up to 16. So I'm probably landing this. It's the number, I think. I got lucky with that. That was 2 yards less than I wanted. That could have easily got hung up in that rough. We'll take it, though. Pars are good. With no driver, pars are good. The birdies won't be as... This won't be a good opportunity. Birdies won't come by quite as often, but... Toey, but it's fine. I'm going to need this again. .246, up 5. I like that. I like that swing. I'm cool playing that little more of a Bobby Sling Blade type of shot. If I can just do that, if it's repeatable with like a 13, 14 spin access, even 15, I don't really care. I just need it to be repeatable. Both of those were a touch toey, though. All right, good look at eagle here. 2 good 3 woods. It's honestly pretty straight. Up to 47. It's really not doing much. I think it's like right edge. So far away, it's tough to tell where it even is. We'll try it. Give it a run. 47. This would be big for the program. I mashed it again and I yanked it. God, what is that? Ugh. That is terrible. That is a... should have been an easy... I'm going to leave it. Should have been an easy bird. Now this is kind of a stressful bird. Down to 15. At least it's straight. All right. We'll take it. Low percentage putt is just... Can't hit it 15 feet further than you want. Almost 20. Back foot slipped. That's not what we wanted. All right. Iron time. 145. It's going to be almost 10% out of here. So we're up to like 160. I'm going to hit a smooth 7. And hopefully that's not... Hopefully it's not a terrible choice. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That was hit decent too. The same thing may happen here. Those, I get it. It happens outside, but whether you're inside or outside, unfortunate break, it is what it is. But those take you out of a round. Towed it. $12. Probably want like an 8. That's short. 5.6 or 5.8. For bogey. Downhill. I don't know if I hit that. Okay. 1 over. Pulling up on it, catching it thin. It's fine if it doesn't run into the bunker, but I could probably be getting an extra 15, 20 yards out of that if I didn't hit it like that, which we may need here, depending on the line we take. These shots are tough. Trying to pick out a line to where you're not in the trees, but at the same time, you're not also bringing the water into play. I think it may need to be a little more that way. Stay in the fairway. Negative. Okay. Roughy rough. 69.70. Roughy rough will probably be at least 3, maybe 4. So like 73, 74. I think I want probably like it's not going to have any spin. And I don't have a lot of spin anyway. So I think I want probably a 67, 68. Maybe 69. 68, but I kind of left the face open. Man, that's such a good number too. All right, good looking bird. $13 down to $12. Let's try that. I didn't hit it. Ah, par. Basically 190. Want to land at like 180? Towed it. Decent number. Maybe a little bit. Not bad, pin high. All right, 44. Don't hit it 70 feet. 44. Travel, travel, travel. No! Better speed. I even pulled that a degree and a half. Oh, I didn't catch it. Why do I keep doing that? Should probably usually be like a smooth 7. I think I'm just going to hit it pretty full. And it should be fine. Give ourselves a little bit of wiggle room over there. Oh, that's got to go. That's got to go. Whew. $36 up isn't fun, but that's way better than a stroke. That was close. 11 up to 12. Probably 2 or 3 out of this. I think I need about 10. Too much. Oh! I do love the ball physics, I will say. That's how my shots come down in real life. They kind of just land soft like that. That seemed pretty good. Man, it's downhill. Come on. Ah. This is where I wish I was hitting driver, because I would just swing out of my shoes on that, or on this one. Don't block me out. I think we're gonna be. You gotta stay down. Even the 3 wood. Gotta stay down and through more. All right. I don't really have this shot in my bag, but we're gonna hit, at least try to, a running punch 3 hybrid fade. Ever catch Nicholas? Don't know. Don't know. I don't even know, to be honest with you, what the disparity is between them. But I don't see, I think at the most, unfortunately, I mean, I'd like to see it, but I don't think Tiger's, I don't think Tiger's winning another major. And if he does, he's only winning 1, I would think. Never know, but I don't think he's winning another 2 or 3 majors. Man, I struggle keeping the face open on these. I'll take that all day. It was the shot I wanted. Just a little too much. I didn't aim far enough left. That was what I wanted, though. That was a good 200 in the air. Good amount of right side spin. 18 versus 15, then no. I don't think Tiger's winning another 3. I think the odds on him winning another 1 are probably pretty low. 3, I don't think so. I mean, at this point, it'd have to be Scotty. All right, what is this? 31. I don't know if it's going to be quite half out of this, because there is some speed here, but it's at least up to probably 40. So I need probably a 35 or 40. Senior majors? $45. No, too much. All right, we are putting this down to 18. I think I like that. I mean, it's not doing a ton. 0.7 is going to start it. That may be a little bit on the high side, but that may need to simmer. Let's go with a push. That was too much. 8 senior majors, 18 regular. It would have been cool to see. Didn't like there was something like Phil played like one and then he never went back because he won. If Phil didn't go to live, he may. I mean, he'd probably still be on the tour, but if one of those guys decided to go just dominate the senior tour. Oh, still kind of missed it, but it's fine. 175, 168, 170. I think it's that 7 iron again. No. It's probably a smooth 6. I don't think the 7's getting there. Nice putt, thank you. Broken clock. Blind squirrel. Maybe. Toed it. Simmer. $10 uphill, 8.2 up out of the rough. Call it probably a 12 pin, so I'm looking at probably 7, 8, 9 yards. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No. The putting looks very realistic. The score is chipping accurate as well. Yeah, the score is honestly awesome, man. For the price, literally the best value in sim golf. It's awesome. Super sensitive. Like, you've seen me when you've been watching for a little bit. You see me when I hit a putt and I say, oh, I didn't hit it. Like, as soon as I do something or like toey, like a little bit too much, like when I say like sit because I knew I hit it too hard, like it matches up almost every single time. No unit's perfect. You'll get wonky reads. Probably more so, definitely more so with a unit at 700 versus something up towards $5,000-$10,000, obviously. But those units still have them too, just less so. But for the most part, like what you feel like it's doing, whether it's like pinpoint accurate compared to another unit, so like maybe that one was a negative 0.3 or 0.5 pull kind of thing. It's at least it's giving you, it's consistent. So it's giving you the general too hard, too soft, too far left, too far right, all that kind of stuff. I have the video with it compared against the GC3, and I have more coming. I'll probably post another one in maybe another day or two or so. But yeah, it's good, man. Coming from the Garmin R10, where short game stuff was really delicate, people that have radar units behind them, whether it's the Rapsodo, anything else, Mevo, it's tough. So camera's always going to be the way to go indoors in terms of sensitivity, accuracy, no delay. Man, I hit that one good. It just didn't draw. 151 ball speed. Spinny, though. That was kind of heely. If you didn't know, though, Leprechaun, if you've heard of the X-Putt, which is just like a very accurate putting mat you can get, and you can like hook it up to your TV or whatever. If you heard of the X-Putt, Square makes the X-Putt, or X-Putt makes the Square. It's the same company. So they already had a really good accurate system already developed in the X-Putt when they came out with the Square. Again, it's not perfect, but for the price, it's really good. Does 4-iron get there out of the rough? It's going to be coming in hot. Well, kind of. Not really. Still a little bit thin and toey. Wasn't hit horrendous by any means, but that's just a tough number. I would have had to like choke down on a 3 hybrid, which the probability of that working out, I don't know. $36. I'm gonna try for like a 40. $35. Go. Man, that got ate up. It's so tough telling if that's gonna come out. It said 80% speed, but that's ball speed. So I lost 12 yards on that. Last one I put too much on it. $22 up to $26. Didn't hit it. Bogey, bogey. Oh. Not terrible. Just didn't draw. That was honestly just a straight ball, and I aimed right at that bunker, but no, we gotta need it again. Hopefully it gets over this lip. Let's try a tri-fly for a little bit more launchy launch. Come on, bunker to bunker. I hit that good too. Stupid game. We're up to 110. I'm thinking almost 10% out of here. So that's like a 120. I think I need about a 115. Definitely between a 110 and a 115, somewhere in there. Too far. Come on. One time. Let's go. Coco. Same thing, low and Healy. Sit, 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 sit. Stay in the fairway. 134. Sit. I was afraid I wasn't going to get that club there. Man, I hit that good. That's how I'm going to try putting. We're right on the edge of the rough. We'll give it about 3 feet extra, maybe 4. We'll give it 4 feet extra because of the rough and the upslope. So 34 up to like 38. The 2.3 right is rather substantial. So we'll try that. 38 footer. Not terrible. I'm not sure a wedge is getting closer than that. $179. Toad it. Get right, 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 right. Oh, these bunker shots. This is probably another 8 or 9 up. So we're at like 27. Maybe even up to 30 with this upslope. So I need like a 25, I think. $30. Yeah, 15 feet away. All right, good putt there. The pars are cool. It's just they're kind of stressful pars. Only hitting this 3-wood and not striking stuff the best here. I don't remember what we shot round 1. Maybe it was probably a couple over. Trying to think, like if I was playing this in real life, I'd be hitting driver, but I'd probably be looking like over this way. I'm saying like, okay, I don't want to hit houses. Let's try that. I don't know if we're getting over it, but this is probably the line I would take in real life. Carry, 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 carry. No. Like 2 more yards that would have kicked into the fairway. Dang it. All right. This thing's got to be a low runner. Unless I try to hit another fade. Try that and hit another fade. You're going to try a 7-iron fade. And same thing. Try to keep this face open. Kind of lock my grip out that way and swing left on it. Kinda. Again, not really. I mean, I did it. It was close to the number I wanted. It faded. It just didn't fade enough. I really struggle with those, trying to feel like you still got to release the club, but like I've tried to get away so long for leaving the face open with that slice. When I try to do it, it's just like the club face still just wants to release. Man, this sucks. 25 on a downslope. So we're up to 26, 27. Probably another 12 out of here. So like 39. It's like a 34 maybe. $35. Probably needed like a 32. Downhill, it's not doing much. One click. Left. 7-footer. Another par. Better. Still a little bit thin and toey, but I guess the spin down a little bit. All right. It's a hybrid. I just got to hit it the way I want to. Come on, 3 hybrid. This would be big. Chunked it. Push-ups. Maybe this will help. Ugh. All right, 10 push-ups. Ten push-ups. Ten Bay Hill water. That was the first one, I think, D-Lud. This is round 2. I don't think I had any round 1. That's the first. I don't know if I had one with Stice or I just did it for good measure. That may be my first real penalty. Danko's at the top of the leaderboard. Danko and Stice just love putting balls in the water, apparently. 23 up to 24 out of the rough uphill. Like a 26. So I need like a 21, 22. $31. Push-ups. Juice now, all of a sudden. Wow, this is still for par. Look at this, a par 5. 18 down to 16. Not doing a ton. This would be big. On the tips, you have 4 water balls for round 1. No thank you at the tips. Still not a fan. I didn't look at the settings. I was saying earlier, Dila, it seems like I haven't played SGT. This is like the second week in a row. I did it for the first time in probably 3-4 months maybe. But it seems like they tamed down the Pro Tour settings. I don't know if they did the same thing with tips, but when I was playing 4, 5, 6 months ago, you would rarely see normal 11 for both rounds on Pro. Pushed it. Oh, no, I didn't. That felt like a push. It was off the toe, so maybe, although it felt like a push, the toe. Still too much pace. I've been running them by. Six up to 7. Bogey. Couple more. 165. Does the 7 get there right now? That is the question. Seems like 6 would be overkill. Yanked it. Had the number too. It was going to be a little bit too much, but at least it carried. Toey. I've been in about 500 bunkers this round. Freaking calculus cup going on with the Pro Tour. 15, and then another 7, so 22. I need like a 17. $19. Go in. One more good 3-wood. Normal on tips lately too. Still 13 stim, 4-foot gimmies. That's not bad. I was just saying before. I mean, I've always thought that. I just don't enjoy getting punished, but I'm a fan of them keeping them a little more tame. And you can make it challenging like that with the harder putting and the smaller gimme, but the firm greens and 13 stimp and breezy, I'm not a massive fan of. Still kind of chunked it, but low spin. $250 3-wood. $184. What's up, Take It Low? Caught D-Light at -4 on the Feel Good Tour. I haven't done that. I don't know if I'll get to Feel Good and what was the other one? Home Club Weekly or whatever it is. Which one counts and which one doesn't? Did Frank change that? I remember I asked Joe one time. I think he said Feel Good counts, but the other one didn't. 4 times more people in tips 6 months ago. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're adjusting stuff. Maybe some popularity and participation's fallen off, so maybe they're adjusting stuff to make it a little more favorable. Don't really know, but I can't aim left on this. Nope. Just carry. Club twisted when I hit it. That's a very lucky result. That's a bad shot. Birdie putt, though. They all count for the World Golf Rankings, you sure? Man, this thing. Honestly, I just want to keep it in the circle for a par. Is all I want. It's technically downhill. You guys have anything scheduled? Does anyone... I haven't checked the Discord since I've been live. Is anyone playing today for chips and giggles round 1? Too many doubles. I was feeling pretty good about my stroke play round. I got it to 7 and then 7 under, and then I double bogeyed 18. So I went to 5 under, and I beat Tom with the countback. But then I think it was Wisco shot 7. I don't know if anyone's played since then. 23. All right, we'll take the par. Well, 3 over. Not terrible. It's just kind of a so-so round, so-so stream. Seems like this is probably not the best day or in the middle of the day on the weekend to stream, but usually I'm out here waiting to play with Big Dog during the night, which is also usually on the slower side too. I think that's it though. Don't really feel like playing another 18. I don't think there's much short stuff left. Really, I don't feel like putting. You picked take it low and me to go to go far. I think I took myself for like 1 round. Lurking the entire time. It's tough to tell. I can't see how many people are watching anymore. It doesn't seem like usually, obviously the chat usually correlates with how many people are watching, but it seemed like a slower audience, slower stream. What time is it? 2:15. I mean, I'm debating. I don't know. That 100 yards and less league, I think, is auto putt, which I like. Maybe we do that. The wedges weren't the best today. I would do crushing it, so I just don't want to putt. Putting and picking lines, like, if you're going to putt, you have to pick the line. And it takes just walking back and forth. It takes too long. Durango Hills. This will probably be good. I'm trying to take down Ryan ASU round 1 in the tournament, so maybe this will help. All right, Black Cloud. See you, buddy. Thanks for lurking. Who are you calling slow? My mom said I was smart. Did I call you slow? I say why? Because it was a slow stream. Oh, 2,400 feet. Okay, and 11 with exclamation marks, but it is auto putt. So this is going to be 5%. It's going to turn into another calculus cup. 5% on everything. The heck is that thing up there? You guys see that? Is that a billboard? Oh, yeah. The heck is this? Like a law firm or something? Oh, realtor. Okay. I thought it was like they did like a weird like hologram or something. Saw the guy looking at me in the top corner. 43 up to 44, down to 42. So I need like a 37, 38. $38. Come on. Caw. Building an IKEA coffee bar. That's nice of you, dealing. Oh. 34, 35 maybe. That's short. See, this is where it speeds up, though. Now I'm on to the next one. Take the par, whatever. I'm not picking lines saying, okay, uphill, downhill. This thing's breaking like crazy. 43. I think it's like the same thing, like 37, 38. Yeah, I caught that. Too much. Oh! There's our boy, Gage Nicholas. I don't even know what that last name is. Lujan? 40-ish. 39. Don't hate it. $21 up to $22. Take a yard off. $17 or $18, maybe it is uphill. Up to 47. Take a couple off. 45. Probably like a 40. $44 simmer. Negative. Uh, 41. 39. Like a 34. 39 sit. Five yards too much on everything. Maybe I'm doing the math wrong. 53 maybe. 59 again. $18 maybe. 17. $21 again. All right, that one stayed. I think it's those push-ups wreaking havoc still. I think I need that same shot. Same shot? Ugh. Did it again. Watch out, Ryan. Yeah, all these pars. Everything's 5 yards too much. Tug that one. Just won't stay in the circle. 13, 14. Too much. All right. Oh! $68 up to like 69 into the wind. Jonty shot 15. Tom shot 15. Bourbon and birdies is leading. Does 60 get there? Hopefully 65. All right. Definitely scared. What's up, Brian? Oh, pretty cool listening to you guys. I was doing stuff on the computer, trying to get some various work crap done last night. But it was cool. You mentioned, I know you said your sister was really good, but it was cool. You said that I heard you say she made cuts at US Opens, which is baller. And like first team All-American or something in college. Pretty nuts. We both have minus 22 handicaps in this league. 85. It's probably like a 75 to 80. $73. Run. Dang it. Not bad. Real golfer. Why doesn't she play? You said, I heard you say she only plays when she plays with you like twice a year? And she's still just nasty or what? Does she hit balls a ton? Just to like, obviously you don't, if you only play twice a year, you get rusty. So I'd usually hit this 45, but I probably want like a 43. $45, maybe. Maybe. Negative. Come on. 2 yards off. Too much. Oh, no, it's fine. I wanted 30. I felt closer to 35. Caw. Burned out, spent all day teaching. 81. I think it's the same thing again, like a 73, maybe. Or not tri-flies. Tour X's don't usually do that. Had a decent amount of spin. That thing spun up the screen. I wonder if like the gloss, when that comes off, maybe it gets a little bit sticky. It could just be the weather too, but maybe it's time to retire those. 12 under. I feel like I left a lot out there. A lot of those pars should have been birdies. That's my kind of league right there. What'd that take? Like 15 minutes? What balls am I using? The probably 95% of these. I'll show you both, but sometimes I get lazy and I just plop down the tri-fly, but they're both max flies. I use, what's the best camera to show you? If you can see these, I use these like 95% of the time. They're the Max Fly Tour X USA star pattern, but when you see me bend down every time, infrared units, which pretty much every single unit uses infrared, it can't see the red dots or the red stars. So I always have to bend down and make sure that's what the square is looking at. Kind of a pain, but that's what I use 95% of the time. Sometimes when I'm lazy or if I want to hit like a really delicate, like 5-yard flop shot, these are the balls. I bought a ton of them, but they work really well just because you can put it down and it'll lock on to no matter what you do, which is nice. But these are the MaxFly Tri-Flies. These Tour X's are basically Pro V1X equivalent, TP5X equivalent kind of ball. This afternoon, no. Not after that. I would have if you we do it tomorrow if you want, Ryan. Would have if I didn't just play the Pro Tour and then I know that was just easy shots, but I'll do it tomorrow if you want. Is anyone else playing today? Anyone else schedule it? I want to come out. I want to try to make a run. If I'm hitting wedges good, I like my chances for maybe a round or two. But like right now, I can just feel when you're not quite dialed, kind of a little bit sloppy, tired, those kind of swings, it's just not going to be good. So I want to come out ideally fresh for all the matches and get a proper warm-up and be dialed in, hopefully. Here tomorrow, Dealer? I think Flying Fat Kid said he's tomorrow. He said 12:30. I don't know. I think that was PM. So I think he's playing at like noon tomorrow, not 12:30 in the morning, but later in the afternoon. All right, just send me a message. I'm cool with that. I mean, we can even wait if you want to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, even something like that. My preferred time would be like 1 p.m. any of those days. But if you can't do that and you'd rather do like tomorrow night or later in the afternoon, that's fine. I just, I find myself, I play better, have more energy, that kind of stuff earlier on. I don't know how you guys do your late night stuff and still feel like you have your ace stuff or close to it. But I'm out of here. Good luck to everyone competing. I will likely see you tomorrow then with Ryan. Maybe the next day, we'll see. But I'm out of here. Have a good weekend.